Okay, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. So let's watch this video. Things you might have missed. WWE SmackDown. ASUKA turns heel. Santos Escobar turns on Rey Mysterio that night. You know, I was a little pissed off. A lot of things happened on that night. It was fucking crazy. Freaking crazy, sorry. It was freaking crazy. The way ASUKA did my girl Bianca. They've been doing Bianca dirty. Okay? Y'all been doing Bianca real dirty, and I don't like that. I don't like it. But we're gonna get into this video, so let's watch.
It was all eyes on a returning Kairi Sane tonight on SmackDown as Bayley would reveal she had no idea Kairi was coming back. It was interesting though because Dakota Kai did. Dakota Kai and Io Sky brought back Kairi Sane as an addition to Damage Control. So not just Kairi. Now, obviously, Kairi would say she forgave Bayley. She also said that she respected Bayley as the leader of Damage Control, but I did love the fact that they made Bayley hug. She didn't want to. In her words, she doesn't do that anymore, but when she did, she smiled. The old Bayley is still in there somewhere. You'll love to see it. It would be Bianca.
No, they're gonna turn on her. Watch. I have a feeling, and I was like, when they were like, let's hug, I'm like, no, I don't know about that one. I'm not too like familiar with them, but the fact that they had beef in the past, I feel like they're gonna turn on Bayley. And yeah, something about that just didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with me. And I feel like Bayley felt the same way. I don't know.
Charlotte and Asuka coming out though, all unhappy about Damage Control and Kairi coming back. Demon. Of course, this will go to the main event. In a 6-women tag team match. Did you notice though the referee just throw Charlotte Flair's robe on the floor? How do you do that?
I noticed that too.
And disrespect the queen.
I was
Fire
like,
that zebra man. It was high drama though, as Asuka refused to tag Bianca.
Crazy.
And then sprayed her with the mist. It would be a reunion for the Kabuki Warriors and the return of Hugger Bayley. Once she's had one hug, hugs all round as Asuka turned heel, attacking Charlotte. Shotzi come out, Bianca as well was there, and literally Damage Control in the space of a week has gained 2 new members. I don't know if things are still looking good for Bayley long term, though. This is things you might have missed from Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. The LWO kicked off SmackDown this week,
was so bogus.
where Rey Mysterio would say he'd do everything in his power to get a rematch with Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Carlito would come out and say the blame should go onto Santos Escobar. Of course, Escobar leaving the brass knucks on the ring apron for Logan Paul to use. Santos left. He was pissed with Carlito. I found it interesting, out of all the members of LWO in this moment, Legado, like Escobar's best friends, are the ones that actually stayed with Carlito. We'll come back to that maybe a bit in a minute. But then we go into Carlito versus Lashley. Now, I kept seeing people on Twitter say this during the match. This is the first time ever Carlito and Lashley have gone one-on-one on WWE TV. That is insane when you consider how long they've both been around the WWE world for. We'd see B-Fab watching on. Obviously, last week we saw her talking to Bobby Lashley. This week we saw her watching Lashley, and then Ashante coming in talking to B-Fab. No idea what was said. Obviously, this proves that Ashante is involved in whatever probably B-Fab's got planned with Lashley. Lashley would defeat Carlito with a spear, but it was during the post-match fight, the beatdown of Carlito. Santos Escobar did nothing but stand and watch. Oh boy. And then Rey Mysterio, the tensions built over, and it all started to break.
I mean, I get that he accused you of what you did or whatever, but at the same time, y'all supposed to be like family. It's the LWO. Like, on one side, it's like, bro, you just accused me of doing something that wasn't even what it was, what you saying that I did. So it's like, fuck you. But at the same time, you're like family, and it's the Street Profits. So let me jump in on this, and I'll deal with you later. So yeah, I don't know.
Down for the LWO fam as Escobar would push Ray into the ring
did
post.
too much,
Look at
though.
the landing! Oh my gosh! Thank God he's got little dom-dom already. There was some rumours online that there was going to be a major turn tonight, and it definitely happened as Escobar turned on Rey Mysterio. What does this mean for the future of the LWO? You saw Zelina in tears. We have no idea. This is going to cause a divide. Are we going to see an LWO civil war? I'm just pissed because today I bought the new 5-pack of LWO figures from Mattel Creations. $100. And now they've broken up. Oh my God, I want a refund. No, I don't. They're really cool, aren't they? Escobar would simply say as we come back from commercial break that Rey Mysterio had this coming. One of the small details
You always
I really
felt that
liked
way.
during the beatdown and stuff, Michael Cole reminding Kevin Owens, who joined the commentary team tonight, that he couldn't interfere, he couldn't throw a punch, otherwise he'd be suspended. That's really cool because it shows you that KO could have done something, but that restriction stopped him from doing it, and it allowed him to show his respect towards Rey Mysterio at the same time. Corey Graves was absent tonight due to the fact him and his wife Carmella had a baby, a brand new baby boy, Dimitri. Massive congratulations go out to Corey Graves and Carmella. Dragon Lee would defeat Cedric Alexander tonight. Really enjoyable, fun match. I couldn't do it justice. It's must-watch TV. They're really doing a great job of building up Dragon Lee with the video packages, these little matches. Love to see it. Love to see the fact his entrance didn't botch this week because that's a top entrance in WWE for me. The few people that said LA Knight was completely buried and the fans would turn on him after his loss to Roman at Crown Jewel can now officially shut their mouths because LA Knight proved them all wrong. LA Knight is just as over as ever before. As he said, he's not finished with the bloodline isn't finished with him, and he still wants the WWE Championship from Roman Reigns. He would be interrupted by Grayson Waller prior to their match. And when I say to you that LA Knight cooked Grayson Waller, he burnt Grayson Waller tonight, calling him a kangaroo jackass, saying Grayson Waller effect sounds like an STD. He even turned around and said that you can take the kid out of his mother's basement, but you can't take the mother's basement out of the kid. He even said that Grayson Waller couldn't go within 50 yards of a school. He basically called Grayson a pedo live on WWE TV.
Now, what was that about?
How do you recover from that? After the words of Michael Cole, Grayson Waller was left all washed up. Loved it, Michael. Well done. The biggest question was, who the fuck is Dr. Hong? Who is Dr. Hong? I need some comments in the comment section down below. Who is Dr. Hong? LA Knight would defeat Grayson Waller. No real surprise there. This is like the recovery stage now for LA Knight as we probably head towards the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season. Whoever it was that gave Kevin Owens the ability to be able to draw on the screen during the actual replays after the match, showing Kevin Owens punching both Grayson Waller and Austin
he was
Theory
having too much fun with that.
Deserves a raise. That was really good. Theory and Waller
drawing arrows and circles and shit.
I'm
like, dude.
Water on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, though, very calmly just said, I can take that, but they threw the bottle at you, Kevin Patrick. So for Kevin Patrick, Kevin Owens went out and, of course, beat down Theory and Waller. He is now going to be suspended by WWE. Solo Sikoa returns to SmackDown next week. That means he's now more than qualified to become the next tribal chief. All these damn returns. One person we might not see return is John Cena after Crown Jewel. With the actor's strike coming to an end, it looks like John Cena's time in WWE is up. LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso is confirmed for next week's SmackDown. That's a pretty big match. Jimmy would confirm this and accept the challenge. And while Solo Sikoa is trying out to be the tribal chief, as he answered the phone to Roman, who just simply told him, no yeet. He's not allowed to use the word yeet. For that reason, I want you all to comment the word yeet. You know what? 9 out of 10 from me tonight. Enough set up for next week. A heel turn at the start, a heel turn at the end.
I said the same thing. It was a 10 out of 10 show for me. Seeing how Santos just turned like that like I said before, like I understand you being upset at Carlito or whatever. He's accusing you of not taking the brass knuckles from the hell is his name? I can't think of his name right now. Also, by the way, I did not watch Crown Jewel, but my predictions were I already knew that LA Knight was not going to be successful in ending Roman's reign, only because I feel like it just, I don't know, it wasn't meant for him to do it. Now it's gonna happen, okay, somebody is going to do it. I just didn't feel like it was gonna be LA Knight, but it's going to happen. And I said this on Patreon, whoever does it, it's going to be a crazy ass night. And I also said, I feel like how it's going to happen, how it's going to play out. This is just in my mind. Okay, follow me. I feel like because Roman is always being saved and stealing these opportunities from people, you know what I'm saying? Having Solo come out and save him, and Jimmy and Jay, and you know what I'm saying? Well, not Jay anymore, but before. I feel like when that night comes, whoever pins him, I feel like Jimmy, Solo, and even Paul Heyman are going to be somewhere like tied up, locked away in the janitor's closet, so they won't even come out if there's like a close chance of Roman losing. Like, I don't know, whoever is in cahoots with the person that is going to defeat Roman, or even that person could do it before the match even starts. I don't know, but I feel like they're going to be like somewhere locked away so they can't come out and save him. That's just my prediction. Who knows how it's going to play out, and who knows who's going to do it. But it's definitely going to happen, because all that shit that he's been doing, it's going to catch up to him. And you're not always going to have someone to come out and save you. But I already knew that LA wasn't going to be the one to do it. But, yeah, Santos turning like that on, Ray. Now, there was some shows back, maybe 2 or 3 shows back, I can't remember, or probably, further back than that. I think Santos, his knee wasn't good. He had like a bad knee. Something happened. I can't remember how he got the injury, but Ray ended up winning the title for him or whatever. And I felt like, I don't know, would Santos feel some type of way about that? Because he really wanted that. But Ray, you know, being the person that he is, a good guy or whatever, he ended up defeating who was it? Was it Kool-Aid Lips, or was it Grayson Waller? I can't remember who. But he ended up defeating one of them and winning the title for LWO. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I just wonder if Santos feels any type of way because he wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't because he had a fucked up knee. But yeah. In that show, he was like, he had it coming to him, or he deserved it, or something like that. I was like, nah, you always felt that way. You've always felt that way towards Ray. Or something. You had some type of feelings. And then also, too, I was like, I wonder what does Dirty Foot Dom have to say about this? Because, you know, him and his dad, that whole relationship is just terrible. So I'm like, okay, does Santos go over there with Dom and Finn and you know, does he go over there with them, or does Dom feel some type of way? Because that is his dad. You can hate your dad, but you can feel some type of way when somebody attacks your family. It's almost like I can roast my brother, I can roast my cousin, I can pick on my family, but anybody else fuck with them, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Dom will feel some type of way. I don't know if he would welcome it. I don't know. I will have to watch. this past Monday show, but yeah, I was not expecting that. Once again, I did not watch Crown Jewel, but what it sounds like, he should have picked up those brass knuckles. And the fact that Carlito called that out, and Carlito being a vet and having so much experience in WWE, he probably seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's seasoned in this, so he knows how like shit can be like dirty and malicious and, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know. And then him watching Carlito get beat up like that, like, okay, I can kind of see you feeling some type of way towards Carlito because he kind of called you out in front of everybody. But why did you have to attack? Why did you have to attack Ray? And then the end with Asuka and the Miss and Bianca's face. Like, in the beginning, when Bianca brought out Charlotte and Asuka, I was like, okay, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? They're teaming up. But I was like, I trusted it. I was like, okay, I can't see anything bad happening. And then I got missed in my face. Because, you know, I thought that, you know, things were going to go differently. And last thing I want to touch on is the whole Bailey thing. They're going to turn on you, sis. I just feel it. I feel it. I'm not too familiar with the relationship between Bailey and the girl that they brought back. But that whole segment was just awkward. And I feel like, of course, obviously, Bailey was, you know, uncomfortable and feeling awkward. But I feel like even Bailey doesn't 100% trust this whole thing. And they might actually get her guard down and turn on her. That's just my prediction. That's how I feel. That's how I see it. But yeah, y'all, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see y'all in the next one. Toodles.